This is Boarding Party's Pokemon DnD campaign, featuring Ben as
Bentley Woods,
Tia as
Phoebe Wilhelm,
Joel as
Milo Reuter,
and Jordan as
CJ.
I'm Drew, the Game Master for the Laris region. Tonight, our heroes plan their first exorcism. As they size up the newly empowered Mortar, they realize just how tall that task might be. As Diane stands in front of Bentley and asks if anyone has a rope, Bentley, Mortar's Pokeball begins to kind of vibrate on your hilt.
here's the rope.
She's like, excellent. Are you ready?
What's going? Yeah. What are you gonna do?
He's ready. He said it. Let's go.
Okay. Please send Mortar out.
Do it or try it.
The reatomizing laser kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
Before you stands a very large, bulbous Magmar. Much larger than the Mortar that entered the ball. And pulsing from the side of his head is just this massive purple, like Icarus wound. You can see his larger arm is now substantially larger and grown over with a similar kind of purplish ichor. And it just pulses. And with each one of those, you can just watch the air around it seems to just sizzle and almost vaporize. It's constantly sizzling. The smaller arm is currently just like clutched up towards the chest. It looks like he has almost no control over it. It's just... There's no pupils in his eyes. It's just white. He stands there just slack-jawed, just... Go ahead and roll initiative, everybody. You can roll in your whole teams.
Wow.
Go for it. As this hulking corpse of a Mortar stands before you. Evinrude, you're up first.
Blimey.
You see your very large, mutated friend standing before you. Seems to be in a great deal of pain.
Evinrude's definitely gonna double team,
Okay.
and then
He
he'll
multiplies.
try and fire off a bug buzz at the ichor parts of Mortar,
Okay.
recognizing that that's clearly not Mortar. No, he won't. Natural one, so he loses his turn.
Evinrude is just very distraught at seeing this very scary-looking Mortar, and tries to aim for the ichor and just can't quite get a good read, and he's too afraid to hit his buddy. So he just holds off, and he kind of looks at him. He's like, "I'm sorry, man. I don't want to hit him. It's my pal."
Mm-hmm.
Chicky baby. Get it, guru.
She's gonna hold her action, just chill on my back,
Okay.
surveying the surroundings,
All right.
seeing what's going on.
Waiting for the opportune moment.
Mm-hmm.
Gleek!
This is so tense.
Can I look at Diane for some direction? Is she taking the lead on this? She's the one that's like exorcism. I don't.
Yeah, she is currently like hand at the hilt, holding onto a Pokeball, but is just like fiercely staring down Mortar.
Like, can I shout at her? Like, hey, Diane, should I do anything specific here?
Subdue him for now.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have Gleek do that Psybeam.
Heck yeah, Gleek. Starting
Gleek.
off strong. Hopefully. The damage. Okay.
So
Roll to hit.
11.
11?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Nothing.
Woo! No.
Yeah. You're
Fine.
the Gleeks are like Gleek, and Mortar just goes, and the Gleeks go Gleek, and then
That's-
it just kind of fizzles. They're like
That's very fair.
no.
Good start, everybody. Woo!
Manny.
Love this.
Manny, that's your pal.
It is. So Manny is Sans shadow still, correct?
To the Wayland Observer. That's not what I meant to say at all.
To the Wayland Coover.
Yes, to the Wayland Coover. Yes.
Okay,
he's-
fine. He's
To the
gonna
layman. That's the word, not Wayland. To the layman. Yes, he's without shadow.
he's gonna take his bone club and split it and fire off the shorter version of it for a bone meringue.
Bone meringue, spelled like the pie.
Love that. All right,
How'd
that's
you
a
do?
21 to hit.
That hits. Manny with tears in his eyes just throws off
for
that bone.
4 damage.
4 damage. What kind of damage?
Unclear. It's bone meringue.
Ah, it is bludgeoning. Okay. So the bone just bounces off Mortar. Collapses into the dirt.
Good start, everybody. Woo!
As Manny's like full on just crying and he's like, I'm sorry.
God.
And then Manny's tears turn immediately to confusion. He's like, what? That should have done something. Crash.
Can Crash... Crash is gonna slide himself in front of me, first
Okay.
of all.
Interposing Crash.
My dad.
And then from where he is,
Mm-hmm.
if he's not too far, he's gonna generate some water and just throw it at Mortar.
Okay.
See what the situation is.
Okay. You're just spraying water?
Yeah.
Not going for a move? You're just throwing water?
I mean, can I do Aquafang without actually biting him?
No one's ever tried.
That's what I mean. Can I try that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it a shot. You know how it works.
Yeah, he's gonna go for it.
Get that con check. Throw that water with force.
That's an 18.
18? All right. I'll allow it. Go for it.
It's the same bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then that's a 21.
Beautiful.
Noise.
All right. Go in for that damage.
Same damage. Cool. 4.
But it'll all be cold because
Right.
you're not biting.
Right. 4 plus 3 is 7. Plus 5. Plus 5. 17.
17? All right. Yeah. Crash steps out and he's like, I got this, guys. Don't worry about it. Sprays all over the side of Mortar, who you can see kind of like shivers when it hits. But he just doesn't react.
Alright.
Seems like he took damage. An amount. Titania. Get it, girl. Get in there.
After hearing what Diane said, Milo's gonna run in with Titania like I guess I have to be that close. Like a little boombox.
Okay.
Hold her tight and let her do a metal sound.
A metal sound. What kind of save is that?
Oh, I clicked bullet. Excuse me. I was like, "Where's metal sound? Where'd it go?" Charisma.
Wish you
Charisma?
had bullet.
Okay. That is a 21
Fails.
from Mortar. Oh, wow.
Um,
That's crazy. What? I didn't know.
The save DC is in fact 34, so that's not going to do
she's
it.
just a baby, but it's so jarring. You're like, ah! Yeah. She starts screaming, and it's unpleasant for everyone to be around, but Mortar doesn't seem to care. He's just... How, for my records without standing up, how close are
10
you?
feet.
10 feet? Beautiful. After Titania is Shirley. It's been a while since Shirley's been out and about.
She's pumped. She's flexing her noodles. And she's going to go for gastric acid.
Now is
Or
not the
gastro
time.
acid.
Gastro acid.
Not
All
gastric.
right. What kind of save?
It is a deck save.
That is a 19 from Mortar.
Fails too. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's wild.
That's insane.
So where are you moving with Shirley for that?
Bro.
Oh, she's going to...
Noodle on up.
Yeah, right there.
Line
She's
up.
close enough.
What's the range of
15 feet.
15.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, some goo shoots out at Mortar.
We'll say there and call it kosher.
You watch as the purple ichor just kind of like laps up all the goo
The
on its
squares.
way in,
Just sucks it all down.
Oh God.
and just
That's
kind of
gross.
takes it into its form.
Wow. This thing is...
Bork.
Not a joke.
aka Bark,
Can only do one diagonal. Sounds.
aka
Oh.
the Dog Menace, aka
Thanks, man.
three dogs down.
I got you.
He's. That one got me. Stupid.
Baja Man.
He'll
Why?
he'll see that things are getting serious, and activate rage.
Yes.
The rage has been activated.
Rage against the dying.
Is it a robot?
And then
That was
circle
great.
up by Crash, but not ahead of Crash. Kind of forming a little triangle.
The
here
rage has
around
been activated.
CJ.
We're all gonna
Okay.
die.
So he's just going in between the two of you.
Yeah.
All right. After Bark, Pontiki. Pontiki, this is your element.
Pontiki!
Taking out things that you have no business being in a fight with
It's true.
just the cutest uppercuts.
It's
Get away from my mom!
Shattering
Yeah.
jaws left and right. She's a go-getter.
We're gonna have her try to using the awesome power of making a building explode.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna try to tap into that same mindset and do a thundershock.
Okay. Roll for it.
How
Get it.
close do you have to be for that? Because Phoebe is
I believe-
holding
Uh,
I believe 30.
It
somewhere in
doesn't
the
say
vicinity?
anything.
30 feet. 30 feet is the
The
default
average?
range.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it doesn't say anything, that just means in my
Yeah.
notes you're 30
I'm gonna
feet.
still
That'd be
hold her,
25
so
right there, right?
So
Just
you're
move in
be
behind
fine.
Shirley and
Yeah.
fire
Oh,
away.
I keep looking at you.
kablam!
which one are you again?
I was
You're good.
talking to. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right, Pontiki. Let's do this. Thundershock. That's gonna be 15.
It exactly hits.
Ooh, we found it.
Heck.
That is Mortar's new AC.
Yeah.
Praise be.
2d6?
Praise be to Pontiki.
2d6.
Oh, what am I doing?
Limiting your damage output, I would
That
say.
damage.
Whoopsies.
Watch 2 6s roll up.
5.
5. All right.
I think that's the first damage we have done.
And then no,
No.
second damage.
Oh, Crash. Yeah.
And then Pichu, you take some damage. Pontiki.
Yes. That's
One-
what I was looking at. That was,
one
that's
whole-
why I was
one whole
doing
D4. There we go.
Thrice.
2.
All right. Okay.
-1.
2 damage.
Are you sure?
1d4 minus 1 damage.
Oh, gotcha.
Just trying to help.
Good save.
There you go.
We're going to need it.
Yeah. You watch as Pontiki's little cheeks light up. She goes, ah! This arc of electricity, much larger than our small mousy friend, just shoots out and slams into Mortar's chest, who just.
Manny is very impressed. To the point of maybe getting distracted.
Yikes. Wadsworth. The butler.
Is Wadsworth capable of making, say, Diane not visible to Mortar?
That is something he can attempt, yes.
I think that would be
He wants to
the
try it.
most helpful.
Okay. What is. So I don't have to switch to the other screen real quick. What is Wadsworth's intelligence modifier?
+3.
Plus 3? Okay, so we're looking for lower than a 13. Oh, no. No. Wadsworth's like, you don't see her. And Mortar just goes, I do.
No.
Do see her. She's right there.
I'm trying.
He did try. He puts up a good effort, but you can see like Mortar seems to not be relying on sight right now. Doesn't seem to
Ooh.
matter.
Smell?
Who knows?
Taste.
Smelling. It's for Joel. He's chewing his finger. It's too tense. He won't laugh. Monty.
Wadsworth will also move in a little bit.
Okay. He waddles up. And he's like, all right, fine. I'm getting in there then.
And Monty will try to astonish him. Do it, buddy. Nope.
No?
Sometimes the mistaken rolls really do well, but
Okay.
not that time.
So Monty, how much speed do you have left if you move in and hit?
I don't remember. A little bit though.
Okay. Are you doing a hit and run, or are you just staying
No,
in
he's
there?
staying in there.
Okay. Yeah. As Monty comes in for a big strunk hit, you watch
Wait.
as Mortar just
Don't we all?
takes the hit on the side, and these little tendrils kind of like crawl up Mortar's smaller arm and just kind of lash out towards him. If Monty could please make a dexterity saving throw.
Super luck.
Super luck.
14.
14? All right. Yeah, you succeed. Monty takes no damage.
He's so lucky.
Super luck.
He watches the
Super luck.
the purple tendrils lash out towards Monty, and he just goes. He's like, that was close. Rose.
Rose is
Rose.
going to waddle
Save us all.
slightly away from Bentley to get more of a direct angle without anybody in line of sight and go for an Aurora Beam.
Get it, Rose. Get it, Rose.
Dirty 20. 20. Dirty.
Get it. I'll take a 20. Dirty.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby, indeed. 11 damage
11 damage. Excellent.
of cold damage.
Yes. As Rose fires off an Aurora Beam, he watches part of Mortar begins to kind of freeze over, and then just with a pulsing of the purple, kind of shatters away. It's Mortar's turn.
Okay. Oh, right.
Let's see. Crash as the one that did the most damage. If you would be so kind as to make a wisdom saving throw for me,
Oh, God.
and hopefully succeed.
Be wise.
Wisdom caster Crash.
Be wise, Crash. You can do it. I hope.
Tap into that ancestral knowledge.
17.
17?
He did
you
it.
succeed.
Cool.
Crash begins
done
to
it.
kind of waver a little bit, and he kind of gets a little. He's blinking, seeing double for a sec. He's going. Rah! He's too angry to be confused. Doesn't matter. As Mortar just. Growl.
He's gonna try to throw some fire. There it is. Got the con check. All right, let's see if he hits now. Yeah, he's gonna hit him.
The
He's gonna hit him.
Texorcist.
That's a 23.
It's working.
That's a 23 to hit.
The Texorcist
Here we
is
go,
here.
boy.
Gonna get.
Come on out there. Get him.
And after all that, you've activated his trap card.
Get out of there, boy.
Go get him. 4 damage.
It's like, thanks for heating me up.
4 damage
Yeah.
at range, thankfully. As the fireball fires off towards Mortar, it starts to get absorbed into the purple Icarus tendrils and still singes away some of them. How much damage?
4.
4. All right. Cool. Howl.
Howl, can Howl do like a shove, like a friendly shove? Like if I allow it to happen?
Like he's gonna shove you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can move through your space if you're willing to like get out of his way. You can,
Yeah.
because you have 5 feet to work around. 5
Correct.
feet's
Okay, so he's gonna
wide
run
enough.
up and kind of like get me out of danger a little bit,
Okay.
and just howl in front of me.
Okay.
The protector.
Howl howls. And growls at yours kind of flick over. So do Barks. Barks like. His rage is going. Laren gets to do a thing, guys.
Go,
Yay.
Laren, go.
Laren's gonna charge in.
Oh, boy.
Up next.
Blank.
Oh baby.
Flanked, bad boy.
And he's gonna body slam into Mortar.
Oh.
And just from the side.
Wowzers.
Is that bludgeoning?
With a dice.
He's flanking BT Dubs.
He's flanking?
because
Yeah.
of Monty.
Roll for crit.
That's much worse. We're gonna stick with the original. roll.
Okay.
Meow. All right.
Says the Laren as he body slams.
The Laren says meow.
Thankfully, it is steel damage. So as the Laren kind of comes up from the side of Mortar, he just starts running like a train. Just slams into Mortar, who just takes it. But you watch as some of the purple ichors kind of like holding him back and just buckles. And he kind of falls down to one knee as the Laren's there and just kind of backs up. He's like... Fortunately, Laren does take some damage on the clapback. Only one, though. It's not bad. Could be much worse. Laren's turn is done. Sage! Do something. Help. Help me.
Please.
All right, so you're just gonna go about there. and do grassy
Moving
terrain.
on up.
All right.
Grassy terrain, it's sage. He's got buck teeth, and he
So
likes
anyone within
making terrain that's grassy.
20 feet.
All right. I will leave it to you to
like
remember that.
everybody.
Check for it.
Yeah, that's legit. It's a big ass.
Everyone on the ground. So the birds and Evan Rude are above it.
Okay.
But everybody on the ground. If you are in the grassy terrain.
Oh, it's all grassy.
Evan Rude, top of the round. You
Yeah.
survived a round. Round in the ring.
Yeah, for now.
Humbug.
Evinrude, having critically failed trying for Bug Buzz, is going to instead double team and then fire off.
Bug Buzz.
Oh, no, he's not. Yeah, he'll have to try for Bug Buzz again. Because Wing Attack would be bludgeoning, and that didn't do anything.
We'll go bite him and see what happens.
Oh, got the check. Got the check. Come on. The check's in the mail. That would be a 14. which is
Return
not
to
enough.
sender. Sorry, bud.
Yep.
Evan Rude fires off another Bug Buzz, this time successfully, and you watch as the Ichor just absorbs all the incoming sound and bug waves. Chicky BB. You still just holding?
Yeah.
All right, hold the line.
She's essentially being my shield.
Okay.
If anything comes at me, she's gonna be like, "No,
Get away from my dad. Gleek. The time is now.
Yes, and
Overcome your
Gleek's
fears.
gonna go for a yoke bomb.
Solid. I mean, liquid. 'cause
cover him
it's
up,
yolk.
cover him up." Oh, or don't.
Nah, that ain't gonna do it.
No? No dice?
Not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
Mortar does not find himself covered in yolk. As it just kind of yolks nearby, and the Gleeks are like, I gleeked. Manny.
All right, Manny's gonna get the bone back from the bone meringue, slap it back together with his large bone club, and then he's going to run in, close the gap,
He's going for a wallop.
and he's gonna go for a nice shadow bone on his buddy's Ichor.
Okay.
18
Hits.
for 1 damage.
Hey, that's 1 damage, man. 1 damage is 1 damage.
I mean, Manny's hitting, but hit twice and done 1 damage.
You watch, Mortar's been kind of glowing since Laren slammed into him. And for the first time, that kind of just fades out after Manny swacks him with the club. However, Manny, you do take 5 points from Flame Body, aka Soul Firmness.
Even though he's hitting him with a club?
Melee attack. If you run in and hit, melee.
Wow.
As
All
the
right.
heat from Mortar's bulbous belly just emanates back out.
That's problematic.
All right. After Manny, is Crash. Crash, this icky dude just tried to do something to your brain.
Yeah, he's not being nice.
It's rude.
I'm gonna yell at Diane
Mhm.
and be like, "Hey, I have this trank gun. Should we use this, or is this a bad idea?"
He goes, why do you have a gun? And what's in it?
There's no time.
What's in the gun?
I don't know, something that did a lot of damage to Mr. Mime, though.
If it worked then, it might work now.
Okay. Meanwhile, Crash is gonna do the same thing he did last time. Yeah.
Murder at range.
Yep. He's gonna try to do that again. Nope. Probably. Oh no, yeah, that's a 10.
Right in his crotch.
What is it?
Reveal, yes.
Yay!
Yes.
All 10,000 taste points.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
There we go. 7
Murder
Ooh.
at range.
plus 4 plus 6 plus 8.
25.
25.
Let's
Go, Crash.
Heck yeah.
Okay. The
Hit
glowing
like a
around
train.
Mortar once again fades as the water kind of slams into him. You see some of the ichors kind of being like ripped off his arm and then just pulls right back in. It's a good hit though. Good solid hit. Titania.
Okay, we're gonna swing up
Baby girl.
by Monty and try one more time to metal sound at him.
Okay.
Get him.
That is charisma.
Yeah,
Hot dog. That's an 11.
it fails for real this time.
Okay.
Let's go, Titania.
Yeah, you watch as Mortar's eyes begin to kind of like... And the ichor's kind of like shaking and struggling to hold on. But it's like the little tendrils are still there. Seem to be seeping into his muscles.
For my teammates, he has -1 on his rolls, so if you need things that he needs checks for, it's slightly easier.
Good to know.
There we go. All right, Titania. Way to go.
Thank you.
Shirley.
Is she going to throw some bugs?
Gross.
So Shirley shoots out some bugs, some bug friends, little locusts, and they just all over Mortar's arm and then just become steam on the wind. It's pretty gross. Smells bad too.
Little bugs, like
Bark.
Missile and Tune.
Bark,
bark,
you are
bark,
raging.
bark.
Yeah, Missile and Tune. Remember those guys? Yeah.
I don't remember that.
What you about to do?
He
fam?
gon' do it.
He gonna do it?
He gon'
He
do it.
gonna do it. What you
I
doing?
don't know what it is, but
He gon' run up.
It's a clown.
And play rough.
Play rough. Let's go.
You want to
All right,
wrestle?
Bark. All right, Bark.
Bark doesn't know any better. He's
All
angry.
right, Bark.
He's
Play
an
rough.
angry boy. Be mean. No! But flanking, so it's fine.
Okay.
Holy crap.
What was that?
It was a 1.
Oh,
16!
16
Let's
hits.
go.
What kind of damage?
Bludgeoning, I forgot.
yeah.
Okay. You can still roll it.
do it, dude.
It still matters.
I forgot.
Do it. Do it.
10.
10. Hot diggity dang.
10, well, yes, 10.
Okay.
10, well, 10, dang,
And then
10, yes, 10.
Bark.
And a stack, right?
Bark
Down
gets
to
a stack.
0.
So then 12?
So after Bark, who is raging, you watch as he goes from like light magenta to like a deep fuchsia. And he starts playing rough with Mortar's legs. Just slamming into him, punching him. Mortar doesn't seem to notice. He's just like,
Solid.
Pantiki!
Is she gonna gain that HP back?
Pantiki!
I'm
Get
gonna ask
it.
her if she wants to do it again. Is she okay with trying Thundershock again?
She seems fierce and determined.
All right.
She's like, I don't mind.
All right, get
It's
it, girl.
lightning. That's in my veins.
Literally,
Go for it.
try to aim at those weird tendril things.
Squiggly
Gross
wigglies.
Squigglies, yeah.
Yeah. Hit those purple squiggly wigglies
Here we go.
on the red dude.
Aw, 14.
So close.
Oh, very, very close. As the lightning just kind of arcs off the ground next to it.
Oh, boy.
So close.
Oh, boy, boy, boy.
Does she still take damage?
She does. It is a sad time to be a Pontiki. Wadsworth, the butler.
0
So
damage.
She does not.
Yeah. She fires it up and she's like, I can take it. And then she does. And she's fine.
Because it did nothing.
Yeah, she does.
It's
All right,
like a
Wadsworth.
little static shock.
Yeah.
Get it, pal.
Wadsworth
You beautiful duck.
will try to confuse Mortar.
Okay.
Pretty sure he's already pretty confused, but just
That's a save?
a little bit more. Yes.
Okay. What kind of save?
Charisma again.
With the -1 from Titania, it is a 16.
Yeah, he still succeeds.
Okay. As Wadsworth is like, be confused, you terrible monster. Mortar's like, just constrained, held in place. Monty,
Oh, dang. It's immediately following.
Mm-hmm.
it's your go.
All right. We're going to try to astonish him one more time.
Okay. Astonish.
15.
15 exactly hits.
Let's go.
Come on, Monty.
Yeah, let's go.
5 damage
Heck
and a
yeah.
stun.
Dark damage?
Dark damage.
Okay, so yeah, as Monty flies in once more and just kind of pecks Mortar in the side of the head, he gets like right where he was shot. Just
Oh.
you watch. There seems to be some kind of something going on there. Mortar's like held in place, but his arm seems to be like seizing up against the purple ichor. There's some bad going on down there. Are you staying where you are?
Yes.
I need you to make another dexterity save if you could, please.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Doesn't he take flame body too?
This 13.
13? Okay. So we're going to do that all at once.
It was like 19.
You take
I hate that.
That's not bad. You take 2 points of fire damage
Okay.
and
Don't like.
oh, you resist this. And then after it being halved, you take 3 points of psychic as the tendrils kind of jam
So
into you.
5 total.
5 all day.
Okay.
All right. So Monty, you done good, kid. Rose, follow it up.
So,
Get that strong.
well, seeing that Monty hit that head wound and it did some damage, she's gonna aim for that and go for another Aurora Beam.
Okay.
14 misses.
Oh, it's close though. It's close, but no cigar. As Rose fires off another Aurora Beam, aiming for the head, she's trying really hard not to hit Monty, and those tendrils are kind of right in the way, and it kind of severs the tie between the tendrils and Monty. Say that 'cause
Yeah.
that seems tight. Start of Mortar's turn. Who is within 5 feet of Mortar?
Bark, Manny, Monty, Titania, Laren, Milo.
I'm diagonal if that's 5 feet, but I am exactly diagonal.
Okay. So everyone who was just named, if you would be so kind as to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma. Ooh. Okay. So 12 and 13 for Milo and Titania, respectively.
Okay.
A big ol' 6 for Monty.
Okay. Milo and Titania, you take 11 points of dark damage.
Whoa.
Monty,
Ouch.
you take 6 because it is halved to you.
Ouch.
Who else was there? Laren needs to make a charisma save, rather.
Oh.
Oh. Sorry, big cat. Sorry, buddy. Laren takes a big hit. Sorry.
And Milo doesn't have legs anymore.
Manny rolled a 19 on the save.
May I roll a 19? Okay, so Manny, you also take half, which is 6.
Bark rolled a 16.
Okay. So you take half, which is 6, and you get another stack. 2 to 3.
How much did you say Monty took? 6?
6. Monty takes 6. And you watch as
Stack it up.
as whatever is inhabiting Mortar just kind of like takes back over his form for a sec and just shoots out these horrible like dark sprays of tendril, and they kind of latch on to Milo's shirt, and he's kind of like ripping at him. Titania's kind of clawing through, is like, "Get off me, you coward! Leave!" Laren starts to be kind of covered up. CJ, make a history check.
Oh, that's you don't want him to do that.
No, I do.
He chose you for a
You've been
reason.
chosen.
Did you read your books?
No, he didn't.
Did you read your books?
Why would he read books? It's a 3.
3? Yeah, no, this is just scary. Who knows? Who knows what happened?
Cool.
Why it do that? Nobody know. Sorry. It happens though. Okay, but that is Mortar's turn. Growl. It's back to you,
I'm gonna yell at Bentley.
big boy.
Be like, hey, should I use this? For real.
No, CJ, no.
All right, let me know. Growl. Then Growl's gonna do the same thing
Okay.
as last time.
Yes.
Not gonna hit though.
No.
Not gonna hit.
Okay.
It's a 12.
Yeah. Growl's like, it's a target-rich environment. I don't know what to do. He's just like frothing at the mouth with magma. He's like, ah! Just kind of shoots it off to the side. It's like, I'm sorry. I panicked. Hal.
Howl is gonna jump in here and be underneath Monty.
Okay.
Get under
We'll
there.
just do that.
Get under there.
And he will try to bite him
Bite with the howl boost.
with the howl boost.
Call this the 1-2 bite.
17 to hit.
I was like, that's a lot of damage. I didn't think he was capable of that amount of damage.
11 damage.
Huzzah!
As Howl's just like confused, looking at what's going on, he's like, ah! Just bites into Mortar's leg. There was a little bit of clapback. Take 3. 3 points of fire.
It was like, because Milo's hurting, so he jumped over him and Titania, kind of
Yeah.
pushed Monty out, or slid underneath and just went to bite him.
Yeah.
Yep, on my turns. How much did he take? Sorry.
3. So yeah, Laren is gonna go for Metal Burst. Hot diggity dog. He slams into Mortar with these like large pointed metal stones that he kind of pulls out of his armor. Just
Dang. Dang, B. Your Laren's a big boy.
Big
Okay.
boy. Get 'em.
Hopefully it is at range. So Mortar goes down to that. As you watch his Mortars kind of just as these steel spikes just kind of slam into him, they start like severing parts of this like purple ichor, and it lands on the ground next to him, which kind of like recongeals and starts like gooping away. After Leiron, who will regain from grassy terrain because he been hurt, he gets 4 back. Sage.
Sage. He is first of all gonna inflict some grassy terrain damage.
Do it to it.
4.
Okay. Yeah, you watch as the grass around Mortar tries to grow towards his legs and then just sears away. It cannot make contact.
Grand.
Well, definitely not gonna try to absorb that thing.
So.
He's gonna try to give some sorry,
No, you're fine. It's your turn.
some like coverage to CJ
Okay.
in case you try to.
Covering fire. Okay. So Sage just
Yeah, some extra tall grass. Exactly like that.
he's ready. His body is ready.
Okay.
Evan Rude
Didn't like that.
to be a shield if need be.
All right, during Evinrude's turn, Bentley's gonna like slowly back away from Mortar, seeing how injured Milo got. He's gonna say, "Shadow, if you're in there, Manny really needs your help right now." Bentley's gonna back away behind where Evinrude is flying, and Evinrude is gonna go for a bug buzz again.
Okay. Bug buzz.
Nope.
Okay.
Damn battle map.
No dice on the bug buzz.
My team is just
Shot
crushing
goes
it
wide.
right now.
They don't want to fight their buddy. They're terrified.
Fair.
Chicky baby, what's your story? Where you come
Hold.
from? Where you gonna go?
Essentially, we're the same.
Hold!
Same deal.
You saying that?
Same deal.
All right, Chicky baby. All right, if Chicky baby's holding, that brings us back to Gleek.
Gleek.
Come on, Gleek.
So Gleek is gonna try to take advantage of this lots of foliage going on, and then I'm gonna scooch a little closer with Pontiki.
Scoochie,
Oh,
scoochie.
sorry, Pontiki, didn't mean to throw you. He's gonna go for it one more time. He gonna do the yoke bomb. Yes, 17.
Hits.
Bomb him.
Covered in yolk.
Now do I do the
D4.
D4?
How
See
Eggs
how
are
many?
firing
Yolk.
off.
Yeah.
How many
How
eggs?
much
How
yolk?
many D10s
How
you roll?
much yolk?
Oh, huh?
Yes.
That was D6.
Nope. Because you did yoke bomb.
Dang
Is there any plus to that?
Nope.
Just be that one.
1D10.
How much
An eight.
yolk
That's an
could a
eight.
yolk get
That one.
tossed
Yep.
if the yolk got tossed on Mortar?
Oh my god.
1 egg for 1 yolk.
Yep.
1 egg for 1 yolk? One
That
whole
was
damage.
real sad.
One
What's
whole
the-
damage.
what's the damage
Really
type on-
sad.
They're not on top of their
Grass
game.
type.
Grass.
Yes.
All right. Mortar is slathered in yolk, not covered, just slathered.
One yoke broke.
Manny's gonna look back at his shadow to see if there's anything doing,
Nothing.
and then he's gonna go for a shadow bone again.
Get it.
Bone him with your shadow.
14 misses.
But you're flanking, bruh.
Oh,
So
you're right.
you can
Flanking,
roll again,
bruh.
14
That
misses.
Still misses.
Flanking, bruh. Just wasn't
My
meant to be.
team is so terrible.
Manny just can't get himself to commit fully to a full-on swing at Mortar.
Well, his
You just
biggest
can't do
hit didn't hit because it was bludgeoning.
When he's just
And then he hit for 1, and then he's missed.
he's just full of like rage, crying tears. He keeps bringing the bone up, and he just can't get himself to connect with Mortar. He's like, I can't do it. Can't hurt my friend. Crash.
Crash is just gonna keep doing what he's doing because it's been working.
Shoot that word.
That time it's not gonna work though.
All right.
He's getting a little tired.
No dice from Crash. You what? The Source Stone is not glowing as vibrantly as it was at the beginning. Titania.
So,
would get it
Titania
from
being
another
freed
source.
from my grasp is going to try to run in with her tiny body and knife the Ichor with her steel wings.
Nope.
I will attempt to chase her through, but her little body will wiggle through
Okay.
Laren probably, because it's easier, and try to knife his Ichor. I'm like, Titania, no. So that would be a 17
Hits.
to
Ooh,
hit.
She's doing it.
She just keeps breaking away from Milo to deal fatty damage.
I know,
Mom
right?
said no fighting.
Thus, I'm going to do nothing but fight.
Shut up, Mom.
For 11 damage.
Well done.
Yeah.
What kind?
Dying.
Steel.
Steel?
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's 3d4s and it's 2 4s and a 3.
Holy shit,
Titania, I'm so proud of you.
She's ready.
Titania
Titania.
kicks off of Milo's chest once again, and you're like, no, it's not safe. And she's like, and she runs, slides underneath Laren's legs, runs and jumps out and goes, and just cuts right up Mortar's arm, and just all the way up the Ichor, and then kicks him in the side of the head. Two things happen. Mortar falls down, unconscious. Two things come out of Mortar. Manny's shadow is ejected from Mortar's mouth, kind of just collapses on the ground, and stands back up as this gas begins to just seep out.
Of the
Of
ghost?
Mortar or
Of
the shadow?
Okay.
And rising in front of you is just this amorphous blob of dark purple smoke.
What do we do, Diane?
She's like, now we kill that.
Oh.
Okay.
So she's going to roll in.
Map.
Boom.
Oh.
Manny, you are back to full fighting strength and then some. The entity, however, can say the same. As Mortar kind of just seeps to the ground.
Am I to take that as Manny gets his HP back? Or no?
Manny gets his abilities back.
Okay. That's not what I was hoping for, but sure.
All in due time.
Because I'm curious, Mortar has slumped to the floor. Is he still a Magmar?
Yes.
Okay.
I was curious.
Mortar has reverted back to normal.
Okay.
He is of normal size and stature. His arm is no longer extra swole up, just normal levels of swole up. And the purple has kind of...
But he's
faded
like
away.
passed out.
Mhm.
Okay.
He is unconscious, but not bleeding out or anything.
Okay.
He is just... She dropped him to below 0, but he is not dead. So after Titania is Shirley. Shirley, you get first cracks at the entity.
She is gonna just throw some bugs at the gas.
Bugs!
She's really feeling her bugs today.
Yeah.
Nope.
Bugs aren't feeling that ghost though. They're
Well,
like no dice.
what is it?
It's a 9.
9? No
It's a new
dice.
target. We don't really
Oh.
know.
It is a new target with many new
Kinda.
things.
We did, but it's worth asking
All right.
for now.
So Shirley is just like, what is that? And the bugs just pass right through. Bark, you got 3 stacks.
Bark's got 3 stacks, and he's gonna gain some HP from grassy terrain.
Yeah, he
Yes.
is.
5 back.
Boom.
Stack it up. Stack it up.
He's got 3 stacks.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Get it.
this thing. What does this look like? It's just.
It is
smoke.
just an amorphous. It's like if Dez didn't have a more semi-solid form in the middle.
It's
It's
like
just purple smoke.
It's like gas.
Yeah.
It's
No
like the
eyes.
smoke monster in
no,
Lost.
no limbs. Nothing. It's just.
Fantastic.
Does anyone have a vacuum?
Well,
No.
Bark is gonna do what everybody else is wanting to do.
Dyson Bull vacuum.
And try and fight this thing in some way, shape, or form, and just
Get
gonna
it.
go for a bite,
Get it, kid. Go
jumping
for
up
that
at
bite.
him.
Okay.
Gonna go try to get him.
All
Come
right.
on, Bark!
You got 3 stacks.
Come on, Bark!
You got advantage.
Come
You're
on,
still
Bark!
flanking. Now's your chance.
Oh, it's gonna be close. 14.
14 misses. As Bark dives up, he's like, "Ah!" Passes right through and just gets a mouthful of dirt, and then just gets more upset. It's like, "Rah!"
His rage goes up though from eating the dirt because he's that mad about it.
That would be funny. Gloom. Gloom is going to also fire off grassy terrain.
Ooh.
Dang, where's Gloom at?
Double
Where the
grassy
gloom, where the
terrain.
gloom, where the gloom at?
Got
On
so much
top.
grass.
As grassy terrain redux. Okay.
Do we get
Yeah.
double
Yeah.
grassy terrain?
Gloom's
bonuses?
grassy
Oh,
terrain.
that'd be
We're
sick.
never gonna die.
Gloom's grassy terrain boosts your damage if you're on the ground.
Oh.
Where's Gloom?
Nice.
Gloom you can put wherever. Put it. She would have been reasonably close to
We got it.
probably CJ.
I already put him on.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, Diane would have been close to CJ, but within 10 feet of where Diane would be, you may
Okay.
place Gloom where it is most advantageous for you.
Great spot.
Gloom just starts to grow, and you watch out of Sage's grassy terrain, which is like nice and vibrant greens. There's some tall grass, a few flowers. There's just like these large fungal pods start to grow out. There's like lichen starts growing on the trees.
Snap.
Gloom's like,
Dang.
Gloom.
Pan Tiki. She's gonna do that thunder shock.
Get it, Pontiki.
Pan Tiki.
Let's go.
How's she doing?
22.
22.
5.
5.
You should put her on the ground though.
Yeah.
Right in between your legs.
Okay. Pontiki fires off another thunder shock, which hits some amount of mass in this cloud. There
Okay.
seems to be some kind of body, so to speak, as
Okay.
the lightning just dissipates off the surface. Does damage. Dissipates the wrong word, but kind of arcs off.
Okay.
Wadsworth.
All right.
And then Pontiki take a little bit.
We're gonna do
Un poquito.
a thing
Pontiki
here.
damage.
Evens will go for damage. Odds we're gonna try to go for
Oh,
information.
no, she doesn't.
All right.
Okay. Evens damage, odds information. All right.
Odds information.
So Milo's gonna ask Wadsworth if he has any idea what this is or what its intention is.
Wadsworth, you may make an intelligence check against the entity's intelligence.
15.
It's my friend Juan.
Oh. Oh.
So, Wadsworth kind of takes a moment. And you watch as this cloud of gas seems to just like shift and form closer towards Wadsworth, and it seems to be staring him down, despite its lack of eyes. And just. And Wadsworth just kind of. Guark. And he just punches his little fins together.
Okay.
He's like, Guark.
All right. Let's do it then. Can he attack or was that his move? I'm okay
No,
if
you,
that's...
you can attack.
Okay.
Yeah,
Was that Milo's thing?
that's
Okay.
Milo. Milo's like, yo, what
Bonus
you got,
action
fam?
info.
All right.
Boom.
So
This
then
thing is very hostile.
we'll, he'll go for a water gun. for a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so he gets he's on the ground, so he gets 2d6
2d6
additional
force
damage.
So roll those separately.
So 7 on his damage for water gun,
Okay.
and then 6 additional from the grassy terrain boost.
Okay. So he watches as Wadsworth fires off this array of water towards this creature. At first, the stream is weak, so to speak, and then you watch as the kind of fungal pods nearby start to grow in unison around Wadsworth, and the stream just gets much stronger. It's like you opened a fire hydrant.
Sick.
And the entity kind of like starts to disperse a little bit, and then just as soon as the water stops. Monty.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I skipped its turn. I was so excited for Monty to go, but it is this thing's turn. Who is within 5 feet of the creature?
A lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Uh-oh. All right. So those of you who are within 5 feet,
Mm-hmm.
which I believe still includes Laren,
Yep.
we are looking at charisma saving throws. Any dark types, you make your save with advantage.
Okay.
Hey, Laren succeeds. Look at that.
You say charisma?
Yes. Charisma.
Baby.
Baby.
Dang it. Okay, what's this? 6. Okay, so 7 for Monty.
Okay.
And a 9 for Baby Skarmory.
Okay. Monty takes 5.
Okay.
Titania takes 9.
Oh. Manny rolled a 5 on the check.
Manny takes 9.
Takes 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Monty took how much? Sorry.
Half of 9 is 5 if we
Okay. Howl got a 15.
Okay. And he is dark type, so you take no
Correct.
damage.
Okay, and then Milo crit.
Milo crit?
Yeah.
Okay. Milo, you're fine.
Wow. Bark takes no damage because he's dark and got a 21.
Bark is not dark type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
Bark
is.
is dark type, dude.
Oh,
He's dark fairy.
sure.
He's an evil fairy. He's an angry elf.
I don't know how, but he is.
Anyways, now that is done, Monty. Monty, it is your turn.
All right, Monty. Okay, Monty's gonna go for a peck. How about an 18 to hit
18 hits.
Yay.
for 9 damage?
Okay.
Dark. No, wait, piercing. Sorry.
Ah, okay. Yeah, as Monty flies up and he's like, peck, he just passes right through the thing.
Darn it.
That's Montgomery.
Yes.
Rose! Rosa, Rosa, Rosa.
Yeah, Rose is again gonna fire off an aurora beam.
Get it.
17.
Hits.
Let's go, Rose. Baby. 8 damage.
Hey!
Nice, dude.
Boom. As the aurora beam slams into the smog form, you watch as some of it starts to kind of crystallize, but it's just shifting too much and kind of falls like little snowflakes.
All right.
Remind me when it's Howl's turn.
Growl.
What time of day is it?
It's like later afternoon.
Okay. Growl's gonna keep doing the.
Are you asking if you're in direct sunlight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Growl's gonna do the fire thing again
Okay.
as best he can. Nope.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Growl growls menacingly and then kind of like spittles up some magma.
It's Howl's turn.
Is it?
Yep. Hell's turn.
Okay,
Hell comes after
so
Growl.
Milo,
But only in my heart.
just to see if it helps in any capacity, is going to take a picture of the ghost, like get its attention and flash it with the
Oh.
camera.
Interesting. Okay. You just.
See if like maybe in the light you can see more of it, or maybe the light is affecting it in some way.
Okay. Yeah, as you snap your photo, for a brief second, you just see the silhouette of like a humanoid, and gas comes back.
Whoa.
And then I'll say, did you guys see that while Howl preps his attack?
Howl prepares.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, what is that?
That looked like a person.
It did.
All right, he's gonna try to ember. 16 both times.
You exactly hit.
Oh, found it.
Oh boy.
They bow. Help. 3 damage.
All right.
Oh, buddy's on the ground.
He's on the ground.
Force.
An additional 7.
Let's go, baby. Okay, after Howl is Laren. Laren, you're going in for that metally burst. He's got struck. You succeed.
Yay.
Get him. Scarata. 15, 18 points of steel damage.
Oh, yes.
Is that
go.
with his 2d6 too?
No.
Oh, snap.
So 18.
More howdy.
Get middly.
That's 28 with his
They bow.
with his
yeah.
steel damage.
Laron, you beast.
Thanks, B-Cath.
But yeah, Laren just shoots out a bunch of large metally spikes through this thing, and it just. And there's actual substance on the spikes as they dig into the ground, and it just kind of. You can hear like sound. It almost sounds like bones rearranging, and they're just. But after Leleron, who regains
Leleron.
5 HP,
Sick.
putting him
Not
back
bad.
to almost full. Not bad. He's feeling happy and healthy. Evanrude! Evanrude!
Gonna go for a bug buzz.
Gonna go for
again.
a kill this guy
Oh.
and succeed.
Fail.
Evanrude just can't quite pull it together today. Can't get it there. Chicky BB!
Seeing Gloom on the field.
Yeah.
Is excited.
It's time. She's
Give
like,
me
hey
a
girl.
little Boop, boop. And then huck herself into the fray.
I'm tapping
Where's
in.
she going?
I got this.
Yeah. She vine whip swings
Whoa.
off
Wow.
CJ's arm and
That's
throws
quite a
herself
leap.
into the fight. Let's
She's
go.
tapping in.
She's gonna go in for a little vine whippy. Try to get him.
With advantage and bonus damage.
Do it up.
Yeet.
Gonna need the advantage.
Ooh, 18.
18 hits.
Let's go.
Chicky, baby.
All right, so she deals 7. 10. She deals 10.
10.
And the force damage from Gloom
Uh-huh.
is 9.
19 damage. Chicky baby.
Baby.
Chicky baby.
Chicky Baby just slams down with the swollest of vine whips, and you hear an actual like whip crack when it connects. Just whoosh, and some of
Damn.
the smoke kind of flies away, and you catch once again the silhouette of like an arm.
Can she grapple anything?
Fun fact, no.
Okay.
It was worth a shot.
I
It,
figured
it
I'd
was
ask.
it was
Yeah,
worth
see
a
what
shot.
happens.
It
We
is-
can see things. I was like,
Yes.
maybe she can grab onto it.
There's just not enough like substance. It's like grabbing like soup. It just, it's just- like you could.
It's difficult.
You would end up with soup on your hand. After Chicky Baby is Glick.
Hey, Diane,
Yes.
what happens when we kill it?
Hopefully it dies.
But it doesn't seem like it's, is this normal?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you seem like you knew what you were doing.
Oh, burn.
Well, sorry.
Shots fired.
Thrown.
Sorry. This is an intense
That was
moment,
that was
Diane.
crit.
I'm sorry.
Critical insult.
Critical
Yeah.
shade throw from Phoebe.
Yeah, Diane.
Thought you knew what you were
recalls
doing.
Gloom.
All right.
Thought you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, Diane recalls Gloom and just flies away.
Like, okay,
Yeah, all right. Good luck, kids. Whatever. Go ahead, die. See if I can. You're dead to me.
Amazing.
Okay.
I thought you were smart.
Gleek's going for the yolk mom.
Wow. The grassy terrain dies out around Gleek.
Wow. Oh man, if karma ever came into play.
It absolutely did.
Yeah, Gloom now sees Phoebe as hostile, so you deal less damage. And your strength is 0. She just eats
Didn't
you,
even
reclaims
land.
you to the dirt. Yeah. Gleek's about to fire off his attacks, and then hears you being rude, and just goes, Gleek!
I'm trying to figure out how we can get rid of this thing.
Gleek!
Gleek.
Gleek. You've changed. And not
That
entirely.
was
for the
rude,
better.
Mom.
Manny.
Yeah, so grassy terrain.
It's a double one.
Wait, is it diff? No, it's okay.
2d4.
Yeah. God.
Manny regains-
Freaking.
regains some HP.
Darn it.
When I say some HP,
All right.
literally less than 3 HP.
All right.
Here with my eggs.
The shadow is gonna saddle up next to Manny, and they're both gonna go for a shadow bone.
Toy.
14 from Manny himself, and a dirty 20 from the shadow.
The Manny, the myth, the legend misses, but the shadow does not.
Right.
The shadow's like, I've been fighting this thing for like a whole day.
Seriously though. 4 damage from shadow.
More damage from the shadow. Manny's goes right through. The shadows just impacts as it would like a tree or a boulder. Just kind of crushes down on some of that smoke.
Nice.
Go dab you back, shadow. Let's go.
Just goes. You hear that is good to be back.
Nice. Nice.
Crash.
Nice.
Kill him.
Yeah, seeing as there's a just horde of people around this thing, he's gonna keep doing the water thing from distance.
Worder.
Feeling better
Feeling better.
That's good.
that he took a round off.
Yeah.
Not much better. He sprays everyone with water, but
Oh, good.
doesn't hurt anyone.
Ineffectively. It's raining now.
Yay.
Essentially.
The grass is happy. Everyone else is just mildly more miserable.
Yikes.
Like, now I'm damp. This is worse.
8 on the roll.
All right, Titania. Still riding high off
No.
your...
Yeah. for
Yeah.
real.
So Titania's gonna. Who's in between her and Chicky Baby? Who's that red one?
Bark.
I was
Yeah.
rather hoping you could tell me.
Okay.
No idea what the board
It's
looks
Bark.
like.
Okay. She's gonna do the same kind of deal and like little body through, try to knife it again, working her way around. She'll
Get
probably
that
end up
steel
on the
beam?
outside
just
of.
crit. Be so sick.
Oh my god! If she crit right now, it'd be, I need
she
to
just
do this.
like
to
ice
be fair,
climbers
'cause-
up him.
That's exactly what I did.
No, that's what I want. Okay. It's because of her ability. She does better with lower health.
Oh,
So I
okay.
wanted her to have low
Oh.
health. So that actually kind
Okay.
of mattered.
Okay.
Okay. So
The
Weak
more you
armor.
know. We're
Weak
learning
armor,
things
kids.
about our team.
Yeah.
if
We
there was
got her
ever a
good.
time to roll a 20, it's right now. 16. So that's a dirty
So
20.
you've hit.
Come on, Titania.
Or a natural 1. So
Oh, let's go with 16.
we're going to go with the dirty 20.
The dirty 20 it is.
Get it.
10 damage.
10 damage?
from
Nice.
Little
10 damage.
Titania.
You on the ground?
Steel damage.
She's killing it.
Oh,
Do your force?
Titania, you hit so hard, it's kind of gross.
All right, yeah. Titania just runs out and is like, remember your training. Yes! And she kind of like lands wings like this behind the back. And the
Just a
entity's
little
just like,
ninja.
what? And then you watch this, like a little bit of just goo kind of sloughs off, and Titania just goes,
Oh,
she got some
She's so
sass.
sick.
Surely.
God, she's killing it.
Sassy nature.
She's gonna do that struggle bug.
She's really struggling with those bugs. It's not going well.
Yeah.
I can tell by your face. Just, no.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
blimey. No good.
I think Shirley and Evinrude are the only 2 Pokemon that have not landed a hit.
All right, Bark.
Sounds about right.
He's gonna go for a bite again. Terrible.
Worse and worse.
Ooh.
Dang it.
Bark can do nothing. He's too angry.
All right. Yeah, at this point, he's just like frothing. He's like, and everybody around him is like, bro, chill. And he's like, no!
Give the ghost rabies.
And he's like, the book was better. And you're like, what are you talking about? You're like, oh my God. He's just biting.
The book was better.
Ridiculous.
Gloom! Gloom gets a turn.
Oh, snap.
Gloom takes a moment. And he watches some little like moisture droplets kind of rise up out of the grass around her.
It's the
They're
universe
kind of like
due.
swirling around in a circle. We'll come back to Gloom next round.
Oh, snap.
Pontiki.
All right, I'm gonna set her down on the ground.
Okay. She immediately goes, and she becomes Mighty Mouse.
Wow,
She's extra strong and heals.
Sick.
She's like, yeet.
that was really cool, Pontiki.
Yeah, she's like in the Tom and Jerry cartoons where he gets all swole.
God.
Yeah. But Pontiki stuff.
Thunder shock it with a 16.
Yeah.
The thunder from down under. And by that I mean she's just like
4d6.
really small.
Pontiki, you beast.
Oh,
Pontiki
yeah.
You
is
beast,
so
Pontiki.
unafraid
Oh, yeah.
to
Pontiki
just
beast.
murder. It's a lot.
Nice.
17.
God, you guys
17
hit like
damage?
trains.
17.
Well, the extra 2d6
I
is
know,
kind.
but
Helped a
still.
lot.
Yeah.
I think all.
I mean, it helps if you hit. I wouldn't know the feeling.
All
And
right.
she takes 1 minus 1 damage.
Yes.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Pontiki, she's in
Pontiki
it.
lets out just
Pontiki.
like the healthiest zap. Just arcs right through this thing. And again, you can kind of see like it's almost the start of like veins. It looks like something is trying to form in the mist. It just like lightning just kind of arcs down. After Pontiki, Wadsworth.
All right. Milo is going to take a step out here and like try to find where Titania went
Okay.
because he's concerned.
He's like, baby girl, where did you go?
Not with that
Wow.
voice, but
He's Gru.
and Atticus will follow suit.
Baby girls.
Wadsworth will attempt to water gun
Okay.
the ghost again
Water ghost.
Gun him.
Do it.
a gun for ghost.
with a crit.
Whoa!
He crits.
He on the ground too?
Yup.
The force damage is also doubled, son. It's a lot of damage.
No.
So how much was that total?
36.
36.
36.
Yeah.
Wadsworth.
God.
Wadsworth is like, you harmed my boy. Yeah. That
Just a stream of water.
That's it. He just
Oh my
he just
God.
opens his beak and it's just a flood. It just sprays into this thing.
He learned
I-
surf.
I love my team's love
Yeah.
for each other.
And for a brief moment, it looks like wet cotton candy in the form of like a almost humanoid, and then just becomes smoke again.
Sheesh,
Crash is
Wads.
inspired.
After
Beast.
Woodsworth,
That was legit.
it's a big hit. The big hit is the creature.
Oh, boy.
A creature from the Dark Lagoon.
Did it take any damage from grassy terrain?
It does not. It is not on the ground. Wadsworth, you've been poking around where you don't belong.
Okay.
I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
1v1 me, potato. With an 18.
An 18? All right. You watch as the entity just kind of like fires off these little smoky tendrils towards Wadsworth, and he just goes, just kind of holds out his hands, and they can't get any closer to him. He's in like this nice little force field bubble. And he
Sick.
just goes, kind of throws them back, and the entity
Wadsworth.
kind of staggers for a minute.
My boy.
Wadsworth,
I
you're
love
so
my team.
sick.
Boss.
All right. Monty's going for a dark pulse.
Dark Pulse.
Yep. Unfortunately, I'm not
man.
telling him to, but he's going to do it anyway.
He's an angry
Oh,
boy.
he just.
No, he missed, unfortunately. And then he succeeds his intelligence save, however.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you watch as Monty kind of begins to glow an ominous black, and you're like, bro, don't do it. And at the last second, he's like,
That's probably what would have happened, minus the bro, but yeah.
Rose!
She's gonna fire off an aurora beam. 16.
Hey.
Yeah!
Come on.
Overcorrected from
Let's
bro.
do it. She's on the ground because she's a
Babe.
floppy seal. Could have been better.
factory over there.
This
12.
episode's sponsored by gas.
3 for 1.
12 cold damage.
12 cold damage. Yeah, as the aurora beam slams into the still crystallizing humanoid form in the smoke. Once again, it kind of just begins to freeze over and then shatters off. Growl and Howler back to back.
I'm just saying, like, you could shoot your fire in, and then I can amplify that with a fire bite, and just like
Fire it up. Yeah, I was probably just gonna do that anyway, so that's fine. Fire!
Fire in the hole.
No.
Shoot.
No. No.
Well, in
No.
the
Just a
end,
bunch of
it
soot.
doesn't
No.
even
He's angry, though.
He does that like reverse sneeze. He's like,
Oh,
Run.
that would
run.
sting with some
Run,
fire.
Forrest, run.
Just be right behind Chicky.
He's an unhappy boy. Hey, what's up, girl? Help.
all right.
okay.
Howl.
So he's gonna go
Oh.
for an ember
Do it, do
Amber.
it, do it.
Amber.
for it's a 21,
Go for
but
an Amber.
or a natural 1. I've been doing really good at that.
Going for an Amber.
Yeah.
Blimey.
All right.
So yikes. 9 damage.
Okay. Yeah. Howl fires off a little plume of fire. Leleron did not take damage, so he's gonna go for a body slam.
Flanking.
Saved by the bell. You hit now.
Saved by the bend.
Woo! All right. There is.
The musical episode.
Yes,
There's 19 steel damage
Wow.
and 9 force, which is
Wow.
what, 28 all day?
Holy
28 all day.
All right, Sage. Get it, Sage. Get it, get it, get it, Sage.
Get it, Sage. Get it, get it, get it, Sage.
Oh,
Musical episode.
oh,
Get it, Sage. Get it, get it, get it, Sage.
yeah. Oh, Sage.
Where's the cowbell at? Ting, 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 ting. Sage.
Absorb.
Okay.
Yes, Sage. Absorb. You have advantage,
Yes,
Sage, because
he
you're a grass
does.
type.
So that'll be 16.
Okay, you exactly hit.
Come on, Sage.
Extra 2d6 force damage. Sage is like, all right, screw this noise, and takes his vines and just slams right into the smoke. And you watch just like pulls his nutrients out of there. It's pretty gross looking, but Sage seems unaffected by whatever he's just consumed. All right, Sage.
Oh,
Good hit,
no.
buddy. Evan Rude! I'm just messing with you. It's fine.
Evan Rude's gonna go for another bug buzz.
No ill effect.
Oh, crit on the check. Okay, so that's gonna be
Get it, Evan Rude. Get it, Evan Rude. Get it, Evan Rude. God.
just
alright.
pathetic.
Listen, he's had a long day.
So 17 total.
He's
This is-
just
it's his
sprouting
first
his
fight
wings
with
again.
with
His
wings, back.
under him.
Yeah. All right. 17. Chipping away. As Evan Rude fires off some bugs, he critically bugs the entity. These little spectral tiny Yanmas just fly out in formation, start slamming into this thing, and it just impacts occur. Chicky baby,
Chicky baby.
She's gonna do it again.
Ian.
No.
you got advantage. You're a grass type on the ground.
No.
Oh, still nothing.
Still nothing.
Chicky baby goes in to swing, and then is like, wait. And she kind of like pulls back into a defensive vines pose. Still between CJ and the gas. The vapors. Gleek.
Gleek.
Get it.
Gleek. He's doing another yoke bomb.
Manny.
He's going to get some health back from Sir Sage. That's better than last time, but still not great. And he and the Shadow are going to go for a Shadow Bone.
Shadowbone.
Con advantage.
Shadowbone.
Alright, that's a 19 from Manny. And 12 from the Shadow.
Ooh, Manny hits this time.
7 damage.
Okay. The shadow just seems delighted to be back out in the world And as it kind of swings the bone down, Manny jumps on it and he flings him up. And as he's over the top, he just goes, "You were in, my friend!" And just crushes down through the layers with the bone. Solid hit.
Crash is gonna run in. Going for a standard Aquafang this time. God damn. Thankfully. Damn it.
Do better.
It's only a 14.
Oh, Crash cannot connect.
For real.
He moves in and he's like, "What are you guys wasting your time for? It's just gas." And he's just... Nothing.
Come on, bro.
After Crash, Titania.
All
The
right.
champion of our age.
She will heal a little bit more. Get
Too much back.
chunk.
Too much.
It's okay.
She recovers a job
And she will
of HP.
zoom back through the masses.
She has the zoomies.
the zoomies, and she's gonna try to steel wing that ghost again.
Do it.
Love it, but just in case,
List it.
21 to hit. That's 6 damage
Okay.
plus 5 more force damage.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
Milo, just watching her like run back to the other side, he's like, "Frick, it's hard to get her." While scanning, watching her run, sees Mortar still lying limp, and will try to drag him out of the fight.
What is Milo's strength score? The big number.
12.
12. Okay. You may attempt a strength check to drag Mortar. He's a hefty boy now.
Atticus will probably like almost comedically attempt to help. And
Okay. Yeah, they
whether that
each
does
grab
nothing.
on one of his like head bumps and they're like, they grab a finger. They're like, "Come on."
For a 14.
14. All right. You are able to move him about 5 feet. You're just, "Come on, you big lug." As he's just like kind of dragging in the dirt. Just. He moves a little ways though.
5 feet is pretty impressive.
Yeah. It's a heck of a thing for a
Milo's got
small
mom
boy.
strength.
He does.
After Titania does her patented or sick a slice, Shirley.
Shirley's gonna try to ride on that good juju.
What does that mean?
That's a free action to mount the juju.
She's done it.
Done what?
19 struggle bug.
Oh my god, she hit. She hit. Roll your damage. Get it. Get it. Celebrate. Pop champagne, boy.
She's just grinning ear to
Oh,
ear.
there we go.
Oh, take it.
Okay,
Nice.
20.
Let's go, Shirley.
Ooh.
And just unleashes this torrent of locusts that just slam through the gas, and only like some of them are coming out the other side. So you're like, ew, what's happening in there? And then you watch they all just kind of just fly away.
It's like driving on the highway.
I'm sure Titania tries to jump up and snap a couple.
Oh, she succeeds effortlessly. They're everywhere.
She's like, this is the best.
She's like, "You are
I
my
love
favorite
fighting.
team member."
All I do is hit and eat bugs.
Yeah,
It's
she's sitting there just like,
amazing.
choking down some locusts. All right, after Shirley was Bork.
Bork is going
Bjork
to
forms.
go in for a nice little bite again. That's 10 damage. Plus 6.
Yeah,
Plus 6.
yeah.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, so it's 12 plus the 10, so it's 22 total.
So after Bark just tears into this thing, is Gloom. Gloom's been taking a
yeah.
moment,
Oh, dang.
performing a spirit bomb.
Yeah.
Just absorbing little bits of moisture and some sunlight from overhead. That is 7, 14, 18 plus 9 force is 27. Yeah, after Gloom fires off this array of lights beam, it's not quite a solar beam, it's something else, but she does some good stuff. Pontiki.
Go on.
14.
All right, I'm gonna look into Pontiki's big eyes. Is there fire in them?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, there is
All right.
Cash in
Go
your
for it.
cup.
Cashing in the cup for
Yeah.
D6.
Cash in the cup.
Inspiration, cash it
Ceremoniously cash in
in.
the cup.
Hold on.
Give over the
No,
cup.
you have to give over the cup first. Thank
It's
you.
official. Here, you can have your dice
No,
back.
you have to give up the cup. And she gets it.
4.
She gets it. Pontiki.
Pontiki hits.
Pontiki, you beast.
Roll
You
good.
watch as all around Pontiki, the air just begins to charge. Just
4d6.
begins arcing.
Pontiki. Pontiki.
Yeah.
Well, that's
baby.
19.
19. Pontiki. Slayer of gods. How do you want to do that?
Oh my God,
As
Pontiki!
as she stands in the grass, you watch as all the wildlife around her just kind of just begins to like vibrate and shake. The air around her starts to smell like ozone. It's just like fried. You're just and this huge array of lightning shoots out. How you doing it?
I'm gonna throw her up.
Okay.
Well, she was on the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
Phoebe's
So I'm
right
gonna-
there.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
gonna
allow
throw
it.
her up.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna hold the lightning and then just like stab it down from up high.
Helios!
I am Zeus.
Yeah. As she kind of like coalesces the lightning, you're like, think of the art. You just yeet her into the sky. She goes, and before it's even left her hand, it's already there, and you can see as the smoke dissipates, the face of a cadabra just obliterated once more.
Whoa.
As Pontiki's just in the sky, she's like singed and burned. Her hair's all sticking up. She's just.
Pontiki, that was amazing! And Bentley's gonna run over to Mortar.
Okay. Yeah.
She's like the worst nightmare of all the cadavers.
All that is left on the ground.
They
is
have like a
this-
layer, and it's just her picture on all the walls. Like, fear her.
All that's left in its place is just these horrible purple mangled feet.
Oh.
We have its feet. Hashtag we have its feet.
We have its feet.
As Pontiki just kind of like collapses onto the grass, she's like.
Sleepy.
Took everything out of her.
She's so sleepy.
Took everything she
Gonna
had.
Pick her up.
Holy
All right.
crap.
Heck yeah.
So dope.
You did it.
And she kind of looks down at her hands, and they're still just.
Oh wow. You okay?
She kind of springs back up. She's like, "Woo!" and just starts running around, and like just all up through her ears. Just she's still all singed. Yeah! She has discovered caffeine.
Oh wow.
Manny's gonna run over to Pontiki and just kneel and offer her the pearl that he got from the Krabby Den forever ago.
She runs by and goes to grab it, and the lightning kind of arcs into Manny's hand, and he's just like. She goes, yes. Just takes it.
My queen.
She's my queen.
So cute.
What about that pearl? I don't want it. So cute. Pontiki will give him a little hug.
Oh.
Oh, it's so adorable.
He watches the lightning kind of
Baby hugs.
calms down.
So cute.
And then the shadow kind of returns to Manny, pats him on the side, and just folds into the ground.
Diane, what was that?
Specifically, I don't know. But that is not the first case of psychic-related possessions. Figured that might be the case.
So psychic types can also possess Pokemon?
Oh, yes. The potent ones, yes.
You guys saw that, right? It looked like Kaz, but
Cadabra.
Yep.
wasn't Kaz, maybe?
Yes.
Hey, your friend's not doing so well over here.
Oh, yeah, Mortar is still just tapped out.
Can I do like a check on him, like a medicine check to see if I can stabilize him?
Oh, he's stable. There's just nothing going on. He's breathing, but there's nothing.
All right, I'll call him back.
Okay.
Diane, what should I do with Mortar? Should I take him to the Pokemon Center?
Sooner than later, yes.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you for your help. Thanks, Milo. That was mom's strength. That was impressive. And I'll just start booking it toward the Pokemon Center.
Okay. Yeah, Evinrude will take off after you.
Okay.
And in all the fanfare and victory, I will still be like a mom in a mall looking for Titania.
She runs up to Pontiki and they're both like, Pontiki's like, woo!
Just baby dominance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is like the
for real.
first time that you've had Pontiki where she's actually like making noise. She's just
Wow.
so excited.
If I see that happen, I'll be
Wow.
happy that she's okay. And
Yeah.
let
They kind
that
of they high
happen.
five and like lightning kind of shoots off the side of Titania's wing. Just kind of shoots out. And she looks at you just like,
That's cool. You did great. Great job.
and she starts to, and Pontiki will follow.
I'm untouchable. Nothing can hurt me.
Best day
Diane
ever.
will recall Gloom. Go, I think we're all due for a bit of medical attention.
So, was the Mr. Mime able to like facilitate that possession?
That seems like the most likely outcome.
Did he like inject that Kadabra into Mortar?
I don't know. That's
He,
kind of
like,
what
shot him. It was like a gun, but how did the Kadabra get in there?
I don't know. And it makes me question when it shot the Ditto and when it shot the guy.
Right. So weird.
Is it like a Kadabra illusion? It was never Mr. Mime.
In my limited experience dealing with things like this, safely say I have no idea.
Glad we're all on the same page.
Clear
All I
as
know
mud.
is if you defeat them in that form, they typically are gone. But
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
again, the book on this subject is yet to be written. Seems to be a recent development.
How big are its feet?
They're like Kadabra sized, but to put it in a reference of what you would see, they're roughly like 3 or 4 times longer than CJ's.
Damn.
But bearing in mind you're a small boy, so they're probably like to hear. Pretty hefty though.
Those are big feet, man.
Yeah. It's gonna be a big Kadabra.
Woof.
Are they? Was it yellow?
No, it was still like very dark purple, and there's like little tendrils and veins that are still kind of sticking up that just seem to have like crystallized in place.
Interesting. Because that reminds me more of Mox than Cause, almost.
Wasn't Mox like completely black though?
Yeah, but he wasn't yellow. Like cadavers are yellow.
True. That's weird. All of this is so weird.
Yeah. As per tradition, I just have 10 more questions.
B will step in with Laren and say, "You kids want to ride after your friend? Help you get to a Pokemon Center,
Yep.
Yeah.
heal up, and
guess we should do that.
recuperate. You know."
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Um,
Girafarig will kind of like reemerge from behind a tree
I
and just
would
kind of like
imagine as such.
sheepishly looks at you and is like,
Yep, that's what we do.
just
Hope you're cool with
just
it.
kind of walks over and nuzzles you. And is like, "You're brave, bro. I ain't doing that. No, sir. Nuh-uh." But B will help you guys kind of saddle up on Laren. Girafarig will let you ride it if you choose.
Absolutely. Diane, are you still staying at B's house?
For a few more days, I have a little bit to wrap up with Samantha, and then
Would you mind after we healed, B, if you don't have room, we can camp outside but stay nearby for a couple
Oh.
days?
absolutely.
I mean, I'm assuming that we want to
Yeah.
continue discussion on this.
Of course. Kids are always welcome. You've proven you can handle yourselves, that's for sure. I know I was afraid of that ghost.
Well, your Laren did really, really well against it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, he does that. The Laren just kind of like paws the ground.
It was impressive.
Beast boy.
Like, anywho, Laren should be able to get you into town in no more than a few minutes. If you see your friend along the way, just hoist him on the back, and when you're all healed up and ready to go, head on back. I'll have supper ready for us.
Oh, snap.
Ooh,
Sounds great. Yeah. Good.
sounds like a plan.
And as we fade out of this session, we will do some off-camera healing and switching of party members if you wish.
Oh, boy.
We will reconvene the next one at the House of B. With Mortar having released his inner demons, the Tots are left wondering just what it was that haunted their journey, and for how long. If you had a good time hanging out with us, feel free to drop us a like on the video. If you'd like to see more of our stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. If you're not already a part of the Patreon, check out the links in the video description below, where you can join the discussion in our Discord server, or check out the After Action report still rolling. There's also a link if you'd like to rock some Boarding Party merch. Let us know in the comments what you think the entity was, and where our heroes should go next. Thanks for watching Boarding Party. We'll catch you next week.